Hi, and welcome to this week's episode of My Dog Ate My Podcast. I am your host, Emily, and I will apologize in advance. My headphone and mic decided to not work for today's episode, so hopefully the audio is okay. I'm also less than a week post-op LASIK, so I'm makeupless and possibly a little squinty. But today we will be interviewing Devin about her two dachshunds, Pilot and Goose. Pilot is 12 years old, but still a baby, and Goose is 10. And you can follow them at Pilot's Frito Feet on Instagram. Enjoy! Oh, they woke up just in time for this ish.
Snoozing all day long. A long puppy day yesterday. Here, let me try and set this over here.
What did they do yesterday?
We drove from San Francisco, so they drove a car for 4 hours, and so now they've been tired all day.
And they're pretty good in the car, right? Like, I mean, I know Pilot is.
Pilot loves the car.
Yeah.
Very excited. The minute we say car, he's like all about it. He's ready to go. He's like jumping at his leashes at the wall. Goose does not like the car. He will like put the little like foot brakes on. Like he doesn't want to go. We have this like little cat, like those little cat things at the pet store. They're like little caves.
Yeah.
We have one that's like a reindeer. It's from Christmas, and Goose loves it. It's like his little personal bedroom.
Yeah.
So we put that in the car, and then he can like donut inside his own little hut.
Kind of burrow in.
Yeah. So, and then Pilot will just sleep on top of it. He like doesn't understand, but Goose likes it at his bedroom, so we bring it with him.
Yeah. What did you do in San Francisco?
We went to Pride. So did nice. Pride weekend. And then the puppies wanted to go to Golden Gate Park. So we did like a 4-mile walk with them. And then he got his little toenails trimmed.
Oh, did they dress up?
No, not well, kind of. I guess Goose he kind of always has a little Pride collar, little rainbow bones. And then Pilot has a special Pride bandana he was wearing for the weekend.
Oh, I bet they got so much attention.
Yeah, he likes we like the little Foggy Dog Pride collection.
I think I've seen it. They have like a striped pattern, right?
It's really cute. Like, yeah. Really cute. So Pilot has the little Foggy Dog bandana. And Goose is a pretty proud nudist. He doesn't want to wear bandanas. He doesn't want to wear costumes. He likes to be a naked dog.
That's okay, Goose.
Yeah, Pilot likes all the costumes, and so he's pretty excited to put on bandanas and whatnot. What?
It's like a long drive to go for Pride, but I guess it's not that long, right? From Reno to SF.
It's 4 hours, so Burroughs was like the halfway point. So we went for the weekend to not just Pride, but like to hang out and then come back. It's not terrible, so.
What's the environment or climate that dachshunds are usually more used to?
I don't know. They're bred for like burrowing and digging. So I find that they're both pretty comfortable in like a more cool temperate climate. But that could also be because they were like born in Seattle and then they've lived most of their lives in San Francisco, and both of those are pretty temperate. So they get like really sluggish when it's super hot outside, and it's pretty hot in Reno because of the desert. So we take them on little hikes up the hills behind our apartment, and Pilot goes really, really slow. Like he's just tired. But it's also a really high elevation here. So that's part of it too. Like they just get really tired. Because when I brought them back down to San Francisco this weekend, they had so much more energy. They wanted to run around. It's also much cooler. It's more humid, so I feel like they breathe better. But they like the lizards here, though. We have lizards everywhere, and so they get really excited when they see especially Goose. Goose really likes the lizards.
Do they try to hunt them?
Yeah, we try to chase them. So, but the lizards so far have been faster than both of them. And then we have little fat derpy quails that are outside of our window. They're really cute, but the dogs are pretty interested in the quail family that hangs out and kind of huddles together.
But a bit too slow.
Yeah.
I feel like I could use them in the yard. We've been getting moles in the yard, and
Oh,
especially if they like to like dig and hunt those types of animals,
they're
I could use
so
some help getting the
cute.
moles.
Yeah, no, I mean, they're bred, like dachshunds are bred badger hunters at the standard size, but these guys are mini, so they're more like ratters or like rabbit hunters. And we get a lot of bunnies here.
Mm.
And so in the morning, we live like right up against a dog park. And so sometimes there's like baby bunnies in the dog park that are bouncing around. So then
What
like,
a poor choice of like
yeah,
home or
so then
burrow.
like the dogs get really interested because the bunnies are like in their territory.
Yeah.
And they're just like little cottontail desert rabbits. So they're everywhere. So there's a lot more wildlife here than San Francisco. So they tend to see a lot of like the bunnies, the lizards, the quail, like kind of everywhere all the time, and they're really curious about it. So you want to eat them?
And Goose is like, yeah, I'd love to, but
Yeah, but I don't know what he would do if he actually caught one. He's really shy, so I feel like the minute, like, I don't know, I think he would just play with it. We had a really big spider in the apartment. We had a wolf spider,
oh wow.
and Goose got to it, but he just like wanted to kind of play with it. He wasn't really. And then we had a mouse outside of our door, and he didn't go after it. Like he didn't.
Oh, so yeah, not a very good hunting dog.
No, he's bred for that, but he's a kind of a poor hunter.
He would be one of those dogs that like he has to be the one to like flush it out, like get
Yeah,
the prey out in the open, and then another dog can go get it.
exactly. I think though pilots seen like gophers in Golden Gate Park, and if they come out of the little hole, he's super interested in it, and then he needs to try and go down into the hole to like go get it. So
So that's what its size is for, right? To go
yeah,
go directly into the gopher hole.
pretty excited when they like surprise him like that, and he wants to go chase after him. We're always worried about like snakes out here. We haven't run into any. I've seen them on the road, but luckily the dogs. We're always worried like about rattlesnakes. But luckily haven't run into any of them or scorpions. We haven't seen any scorpions yet. We know they're here, but we haven't seen them. So the dogs have been, because I know these little derps would like try to chase after one.
Oh yeah, 100%. They definitely would try. I know that they had like a pretty good like group of SF wiener dogs that they hung out with. Is there like a similar group in Reno?
No, we see a lot of wiener dogs in, there's quite a few in our apartment, in like various colors, and we've said hi to a few of them, but there's not like an organized group the way the San Francisco like SF Weens on Instagram. They started out with just like a small group. There's probably like 7 or 8 weenies, and now I think it's over 40. Like
Wow.
it's a huge group now. But we went back home with the weenies during Easter specifically for that group. So we were in Presidio. They had a big Easter egg hunt, and all the weenies were out there, like getting their treats out of the Easter eggs.
Oh, that's so
We
cute.
we were all together, and they have so much fun at that group because they're all weenies. And then like Goose is pretty shy, but he loves this group. So the minute I unclip him, he runs straight towards this group, which he doesn't do ever. Normally,
He recognizes his people.
yeah, and even I mean that's been an evolution too, because when we first started going, he wouldn't leave my side ever. And now that he knows it's like his little group of friends, he runs towards them and hangs out. And now like he's not by my side kind of at all. He just like hangs out with his little friends and parties. So it's and even like the people that host the group have really noticed that Goose has like grown so much to
He's
like
come out of his shell.
yeah, because he's just kind of a shy boy. Where Pilot's like a diva, he's very much a social butterfly, so he wants all the attention always. And he has like his own little, like the head of the group has a older dachshund that's 15 and like BFFs with Pilot, and so they're always like together getting snacks.
That's so cute. Would you say that Pilot or Goose is more like a like a stereotypical dachshund in terms of like personality?
I would probably say Pilot is. They're in general, dachshunds are pretty vocal. Though we have seen like it isn't uncommon to run into shy dachshunds. We definitely have a handful of them in our group, but more often than not, they're pretty bold personalities. They're really social, super cuddly. They want all the attention. They're incredibly needy, uh, and that's Pilot in a nutshell. He's just a social diva that wants like all the attention. Like right now, he's behind the computer rolling around in a grocery bag. So he just like wants everyone's attention. In the morning, we sit on like the bar stools and they're tall, and he doesn't like that. So he sits there and barks at us until like we're both on the couch so he can be with
Oh,
us.
so he tells you exactly where he wants you to be.
Yeah, he like herds us to like wherever he wants. And it's definitely like all about Pilot 100% of the time. And he gets jealous of Goose. Well, they get jealous of each other, but they both want like attention. They're very much like needy dogs. They're very spoiled.
You know what they do when you're not home?
In the beginning, so it's changed. So now they just sleep. Like they just like if they have like their little nest and they kind of sleep all day. But in the beginning, they had a lot of separation anxiety. And we had a little doggy camera, and so they would be like, "Come here, pal." They would be like on the camera, and we would see them like howling like for hours because they just like didn't want to be left alone. And come here, what are you doing? He wants to be like picked up. Okay, here we go. There he is.
Hi, Pilot.
He has to be like all the attention. They just want to be where their humans are at all times.
Yeah.
They like, want to be snuggled all the time. They're definitely like big lap dogs.
Mm-hmm. Have you imagined what Pilot and Goose's internal voice would sound like? Like, do they sound the same? Do they sound very different?
We joke all the time that like Goose has this like running circus music going on in his head, but it's interceded with just the word food. Like he's so incredibly food motivated that I think Goose would eat until he exploded. Like there's no like off switch for him. But other than that, we were just like he's just like dee, 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 lee, lee.
Just happy to be there. Yeah.
Just like go. And then Pilot is just like again the social diva. So he's all about like me all the time. So that's probably his like inner monologue. He cares more about attention than food. And usually laziness trumps most of it. So he really has to be motivated to like get out of bed. So he just wants, but again, pets and he's really motivated by like we can't even say the word, but like going on a walk. If I say like walkies, he gets like excited, and he'll jump at like the leashes, or they're excited by treats.
The last question I want to ask is since you spent so much time in SF and the dogs have spent so much time in SF, what are yours and theirs, like what are some of your favorite dog places? I know like Golden Gate Park is a big one, but what are some of your go-to places in SF?
Yeah, so Golden Gate Park is probably our number one. Anywhere from the Panhandle through like AIDS Memorial Grove, we're there a lot, all the way to like the JFK Promenade now that it's closed off from cars. We really spend a lot of time kind of doing that circuit. And like I said, it's about 3 or 4 miles kind of round trip. They really like to stop at the little coffee kiosk in Golden Gate Park. There's 2 of them that we really like. So Flywheel has little doggy donuts and we stop there and the dogs know it. So they'll kind of like drag me to that coffee kiosk. And then California Cafe just took over the like ticket booth at the carousel and they know them by name. So they're like, oh, it's Pilot and Goose. So like they know, and they even put Pilot and Goose on our coffees there. So they're very, very passionate. Black Nose Trading Company is on Divisadero, and we go there. Walt is the best. He does all their little nails. They're really scared about their toenails, but Walt is so good with them. So we go there a lot. That's where they get all their treats, and we walk along Divisadero a lot. with our wiener dog group, we're in Chrissy Field a lot, which overlooks like the Golden Gate Bridge, and it's like a really open picnic area. So the pups like hang out over there, or the Presidio, and there's like a bunch of like food trucks over there. It's really like, dog friendly, and so all the weenies will like hang out in that area. We used to love Fort Funston a lot, which is like a dog park on the beach, and you like kind of hike down. But it's been harder with like the cliffs are starting to give away from like the ocean air, and so that's been a little hard. And then we've been getting more nervous about having them around really large dogs. If like the dog is friendly, they're just like getting older, and if they play too rough, it could really hurt them. And so we're just like, and Pilot thinks he's like a Great Dane and Napoleon, so he's gonna like kick some shit off, even though, like he can't do anything. And then Goose will jump in, even though Goose is terrified. He thinks he can like start a little war, and I'm like, you're gonna get killed. Like, can we not? We tend to just keep them. Like, if there's other dogs around, we kind of keep them to the wiener dogs only because we're a bit paranoid now. One of our wiener dogs in the group got killed last year at a dog park, and so now we're like a little paranoid about and it was just like they just played too rough and her neck got bit, and so, and I'm like, with him being almost 12 and he already has the beginnings of IBDD, so he gets a little slow sometimes, and we have to have him on little meds to keep him comfortable. So we always worry about that.
Yeah, and you just know, like, if something were to come up, he would have a harder time getting away and disengaging. Assuming he wanted to, sounds like he probably would be like, "No, I'm gonna."
He's going to continue.
Mess you up, but
he has zero survival instincts whatsoever, and thinks he can take on the world.
Well, I'll leave them to their food then, since they have looks like 3 minutes to go.
3 minutes.
So I think
I don't know if they're going to make it. It's very dicey over here.
So they might not make it. It's pretty questionable. Yeah. So their Instagram is Pilot's Frito Feet.
Yeah.
Pilot. And then Pilot and Goose would like to shout out the SFSPCA, which is, I assume, downtown SF?
It's, there is one. It's off Fillmore, or there's another one down on Alhambra. But their emergency vet service has been like a really big deal for Goose in the past. So they've been
amazing.
Yeah.
Love it.
And definitely, if we put on another shout, Walt and his team at Black Nose Trading Company is amazing. So
Black Nose Trading Company. I'm going to have to
visit it. And Walt is just the sweetest guy. He gave up like a whole career to basically open a dog shop. So his whole world is around dogs.
Like a dream, kind of.
He's amazing. We go to him all the time. He knows our dogs. He's just a really sweet guy.
It's so cute. I'm going to have to like bookmark this for next time I'm down there.
Yeah, Black Nose. It's just a little mom and pop shop, but he just like takes such good care of the doggies. They get all their little toenail trims there, and he does boarding services, and everybody kind of in our neighborhood knows that that's the place to go.
Oh, I love that. Cool. Well, thank you so much, and thanks, Pilot, and wherever Goose is.
He's over there trying to get food.
for donating your pre-dinner time.
Yeah. He's coming.
Goose, thank you. Thanks for listening or watching, and don't forget that you can get more of My Dog Ate My podcast anywhere that you get your podcasts. See you next time.